up? This is going to be a non-wrestling topic video. This is going to be my thoughts out of the Democratic nomination convention of this past week. Thoughts out on the speeches of Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, Michelle Obama, Bill Richardson, John Kerry, Joe Biden, and obviously, the speech of Barack Obama. And my thoughts on the unlikely candidate that John McCain selected as his vice presidential nominee. Now let me get on to the Democratic nomination convention. First off, we started off Monday with the Michelle Obama speech. I thought she did a very good job. She did in her speech what it was supposed to do, showcasing, basically Barack Obama's family side. And, that's a not a huge percentage of what people look for in a presidential nominee, but definitely, it's high, within the women voters that they want to see how, the family and the wife is of the nominee, and that I think she did a very good job within the speech. Very good speech from her, and showcased her and handled herself very well within the speech. Then the next day we had Hillary Clinton's speech, which was an amazing speech, and I gotta say Hillary Clinton did the thing that people were wondering if she could have done great the day leading up to the DNC, and that was she going to be able to, instead of the party's been pretty much split in the middle, the Democratic Party, but I feel her speech really put together and united the Democratic Party again, which is a good thing, and a good thing for the Democratic Party. I think she did a good speech, great speech from her, definitely great line of no way, no how, no McCain. Definitely within this speech, and definitely the Democratic Party has been doing a great job. The one thing I've had a problem with what they've been doing, and the Democratic Party has always done this, is they haven't really gone after and attacked the Republican Party like the Republican Party always attacks the Democratic Party. I feel that they've been doing a better job with it. Hillary Clinton did a good job with it, and other people within the week at the DNC did it as well. Like I said, Hillary's speech was great. Then we had Bill Clinton's speech, and I think he did a good thing. Obviously, him and Hillary, I think, were genuine in their basically saying Barack Obama, yes, he's ready. You just got to think, during the primary seasons, they're fighting over the nominee. So obviously you're going to see some infighting within the party. You're going to see that during there. I mean, you're going to see stuff like, Joe Biden saying Barack Obama wasn't ready, but now, he is. But people that call, Hillary or Joe Biden flip-floppers, if they call them flip-floppers, they cannot lie and say that John McCain has never flip-flopped, because that motherfucker flip-flops as much as he can. And as far as Bill Clinton's speech, he did a great job, great speech like you would expect from him and Hillary. Both of them I felt were very genuine and, putting over Barack Obama and saying that he is definitely ready to take a hold of this country. And definitely, if you want change, that's the person you got to vote for. And as far as other people before Barack Obama's speech, you had Joe Biden. I think his speech was great. Good stuff in his speech. But definitely think he's a very good speaker, and definitely with his foreign policy experience, definitely a great choice for Barack Obama to choose. Can't lie and say that it was my first choice that I wanted him to make, because I kind of preferred him to have Hillary Clinton, like probably a lot of people did. But Joe Biden is a good choice. At first, I wasn't that high on him, but after some of his speeches, I'm coming around, and it looks like he is very good. Definitely a great speaker, and is very, very, very knowledgeable. Then you had great speech from John Kerry, great stuff from him, and basically, America just needs to decide: do you want to have 4 more years of George Bush? And I would say even John McCain's probably going to be 4 more worse years than probably George Bush has been in 8 years. And that's pretty bad when someone is going to be that bad as George Bush. So definitely, if you want change, you vote for Barack Obama. That's not a catchphrase. That's, the simple, plain fact. If you want the same politics you've been getting over these last 8 years, you vote for McCain. If you want change and something different in office, you vote for Barack Obama, obviously. Then you had Bill Richardson. I think he did a great speech. great stuff within his speech. I thought he went after McCain very well, even using some of the stuff the Republicans and especially Mitt Romney has said against John McCain. So definitely I thought he did a great job in his speech. Then we had, Barack Obama's speech. And I got to say, Barack Obama's speech is probably one of the best speeches I've ever heard. Great speech. Anyone that hasn't seen it needs to just watch it. It's on YouTube. It's on his YouTube channel. So definitely watch it. Great speech. One of the best speeches I've ever heard. And, he's definitely going to be a great president if and when he does get elected. Then, obviously, the other main topic that I want to talk about politically this week, obviously, we had John McCain announce his vice presidential nominee, and a very, very highly unlikely presidential nominee. So a lot of people were expecting him to either pick Mitt Romney or Joe Lieberman, and he didn't choose either one of them. I do gotta say, this whole picking of Governor Sarah Palin from Alaska is a good and bad choice for him. It's good that, because obviously Lieberman and Romney are both probably two of the most hated Republicans, so him having them on his card would have probably hurt him even more than he's already hurt himself within his speeches. And I think, obviously, she's very inexperienced, so the whole Republicans lashing and bashing Barack Obama over his experience factor has to shut the fuck up now, because now John McCain has elected someone that has only had 18 months of experience and is the governor of Alaska in a very small rural community. So, it's basically, probably 1/10 of the population of Chicago from what I've heard. So, that's the one thing. Obviously, this whole ploy of electing and nominating a female vice presidential nominee is obviously him trying to sway some of the Hillary Clinton voters that aren't really sure what side they're going to vote for. And there's things within this from Sarah Palin that I think is going to, not going to help. I will say that he'll probably at least get maybe 10% of the women voting, but just like Michael Moore said last night on the Keith Olbermann show, which I gotta say is the probably only news political show that's on TV that I would actually say is very fair, balanced, and very good show. And the only other and the best political show I would say, as far as being fair and balanced and telling it just like it is the Young Turks, which you can check out here on YouTube on their channel if you do not know about them. And as far as Sarah Palin, she's very inexperienced, so that's going to hurt her. And you got to think of one thing: John McCain has just turned 72 years old. 72 years old. So you cannot. I'm not wishing on it or anything. Before anyone tries to speculate that I'm wishing death on him, I'm not. I'm just saying you got to think of it logically. You got to think he's turned 72 years old. He has health problems. So are you sure you want to elect someone that has health problems, 72 years old, and could possibly die if he's elected in office? And then you have Sarah Palin, which has only had 18 months of experience. Hopefully I'm saying her name right, because I've heard different variations the way people say her name. I think it's Sarah Palin, Sarah Pauline, whichever one it is. And definitely she's very inexperienced. The one thing I will give her that's very positive about her is her stance on the big oil companies. She is willing to have the oil companies drill in Alaska, thus giving back money to the people in Alaska and helping out the economy as far as gas goes. So that's the one thing I will give her that's positive about her. The one thing that's going to hurt her, and especially hurt her with gaining Hillary Clinton's supporters, her and McCain, is that she's pro-life and she's anti-abortion. And pretty much a lot of Hillary Clinton supporters were, pro-choice, for an abortion and just the choice to have it. And if women think that, if McCain's elected and you're not going to see any changes with that, you're going to see some huge major changes, and you're going to see, probably abortion outlawed, probably. And, the way I stand with that is I pretty much think that women should have the right to have abortion if they need it, in cases of rape or, stuff like they're not ready to have a child or something on the lines of that. And that's really going to hurt McCain from gaining Hillary Clinton supporters. But like I said, she'll probably at least get 10% of the votes. But like I said, like Michael Moore said last night, does McCain really think that women are that fucking dumb that they'll vote for him just because he selected a woman? And this woman is anti-abortion, which is one of the major factors that the women were going for Hillary Clinton for. So obviously, I don't think they'll gain that many Hillary Clinton supporters. They'll probably gain a few that aren't really ready. But I gotta say one thing about this election, and pretty much like all elections are decided, are pretty much the way the women vote, because the women demographic is probably the highest out of the people that actually go out and vote. So